Hi everyone, I'm Major. In this video, we will look at the entire process of cabinet modeling. Cabinet modeling is very important in our use. ArchiWood is a very important knowledge point. So, in this video, we will focus on explaining the whole process of modeling. So, in this video, we focus on explaining the entire process and steps. Then we can see the construction of ArchiWood can be divided into 10 steps. Because the cabinet model is special, we can find the corresponding cabinet model to find the corresponding cabinet model. So we can combine the third and fourth steps. In this way, after we create the smart box, we can use the module replacement in the product library to create the cabinet model. Of course, not all contain all the cabinet models. For models that are not in the product library, we still need to use the third and fourth steps. And the fourth step, to create the model. So we can see that the entire framework and steps are almost the same. Okay, next, we will explain the case to you. The case we're going to talk about in this video is the lower cabinet or floor cabinet of the kitchen. The idea of creating this model is also very simple. We just need to create an intelligent box and then replace the modules through the product library. And then we can quickly create this model. Next, we open SkyCap and do a demonstration with you. The first step in the whole process of cabinet modeling is to create a project order. We can do it in the ArchiWood shortcut toolbar. Click the project management icon or activate the disk. In the disk, find the icon. If there is no such icon, we can make a disk. Then, add the corresponding icon to complete the same operation. Okay, let's click this icon. A project management panel will pop up. We click the new project in the upper right corner. In the pop-up panel, we need to write the order number, order name, and customer name. As for the order number, it is automatically generated. If it is not automatically generated, we can also enter it manually. Then for the customer's name, we can write the corresponding street or the corresponding community. We can write the corresponding street or the corresponding residential community. I'll use a few characters here to replace it. Simply enter AABCD. Then enter the customer's name here. I'll write Major here. After creating it, we can slide the slider to the bottom. There is a Save button at the bottom, and click Save. Then a prompt will pop up, and click Yes. In this way, a new order is created. We can click on the project, or click All Items, and then go back to the previous step, and then we can check to view the project order we created. At the same time, in the upper left corner of the SketchUp software, we can see the project order we just created. This is the first step in the entire process, to create a new order. Next, let's look at the second step of the cabinet modeling process. To create an intelligent box, we can open the icon of picking the inner space to see the box here. Of course, you can also build ArchiWood client-side panels. Below the cabinet module, we can see the smart box. All are fine. We click this icon, and a panel will pop up. We can set its parameters, width, height, and depth. The width will adapt automatically, so we don't need to set it here. We can set its height. Set the height of the cabinet to 800 millimeters, and the depth is set to 600 millimeters. Then we can click on Automatic Placement or Arrangement. Then we can click on any one. Then it will be placed. Okay, next, we can split the box. We can see on this PPT page the current cabinet, its dimensions. You can see here is 270, 410, and 410, which is 820. Here is 850. Here is 410. Here is 20. Okay, next, we can make a split here for the use of the smart box. Welcome to check it out. The detailed tutorial I recorded for the Smartbox. Then we put the mouse Place the cursor on the horizontal line. After the yellow line appears, we can enter a division ratio and enter a splitting ratio. Okay, we enter a slash 20, space 700, space 820, space 850, space 410, space 20, enter. We can see that the smart box, it will adapt itself, and the length has changed. Then we can set the size of the left seal plate. To set the size, place the mouse cursor on this point. It will turn red. Then click and move the mouse at this time, and enter equal to 100 in the lower right corner. Enter. OK. Press the spacebar to end the operation. OK. Do the same on the right side. Click and move the mouse. Enter equal to 100 in the lower right corner. Enter and press the spacebar to end the operation. This is the second step we mentioned, to create a smart box. Next, we can proceed to the third step of the whole process of cabinet modeling, the replacement of module components in the product library. We can click the box first. Click the icon of the product library, and the product library panel will pop up. Here, we can find the folder of the cabinet. Double-click to open it. And here, we can find the corresponding cabinet folder. Double-click to open it. And here, we can see many folders in categories, and many categories. We find the corresponding folder. This is a drawer-based cabinet. Here, we can find a drawer-based cabinet. It's a double drawer. So we double-click this icon, and then click the red Replace button. OK, the pop-up panel. We can directly click Replace. After clicking, we can see that it has been replaced, but after replacing, it protrudes. How much does it protrude? 100 is because of the kicker. Has a height of 100. If we want to eliminate this 100, we can set it in the Edit Parameter panel. To set it, OK, we can reduce its height. Reduce it by 100 to 700, and then save it. OK, now the height is suitable. This is one way. There is another method. Is that we can go back to the state of the smart box. Select this box. Double-click it, and then replace it. After replacing, a corresponding panel will pop up. We can adjust the height here, and then we can shrink it inward. We shrink it by 100, and then perform an operation. At this time, we align its ground. OK, that's it. Is this operation OK? Well, both methods are fine. Both methods are acceptable. Next, we can perform a double door operation on it. After clicking the arrow to return to the previous step. And then here, we can find the double door module, and double-click it, and then replace it here. And then here. Of course, we cannot execute this. In this case, it will be 100 higher. We can apply it here. OK, let's edit the parameters. Then, and modify its height. These two methods, and see which one you are used to. Here, it is a 3-drawer. So we return and find the 3 drawers. We can find this. Double-click to replace it, and then apply it. OK, then after we select it, and press Enter to change its height. Then, after clicking and selecting here, we return. It's a right opening door. So we can find a right opening door. Double-click to replace. OK, apply. So here, we can change the height of it. OK. Well, in this way, we can see that it is done. After it's done, we can change the corresponding box into a plate key. Click this icon and it becomes a plate key. Well, this one is the same. Of course, we can align it a little bit. Then we can move it forward. And then we can adjust its position. We can do all of these. This should be because by using the method just now, there is not aligned, resulting in this. It should actually be placed here, right? OK, let's click once. In this way, we have basically completed the creation of this model. Of course, here, We didn't create many details, because we focus on explaining the process here. So we didn't spend much time on modeling. We didn't spend too much time on it. The tutorials we will release later. There will be a special tutorial on cabinet modeling. After we finish this, we can proceed to the full process of cabinet modeling. The fourth step is to assign materials. First, select the cabinet here. And then click on the product library. Here, you can see the materials. And here, we can select some materials we need. Okay, let's open one randomly here. And here, we can select some wood grain. After double-clicking, we can set the door panel and cabinet here. Or just the door panel, or just set the cabinet. In here, we can make the cabinet have a wood grain. So, we click this button. In this way, you can see, all of them are replaced with this material. Okay. For the cabinet door, we can go back to the previous step. And here, to find the materials we need, we can here, to select this white one. Then here we can click on the cabinet door, okay? In this way, the material is assigned, which is very efficient. This is the fourth step we mentioned, assigning materials. Next, we can proceed to the fifth step of the whole process of cabinet modeling, combining the cabinet. After selecting all of them, right-click the context menu that pops up. We can create a custom cabinet, and then give it a name here. We can name it a cabinet here. Click OK. At this time, you can see it doesn't become a hole. We need to select it first. Right-click again to pop up the context menu. We can create a combined cabinet for it. Here, we can give it a name. Let's name it Cabinet. Click OK. In this way, it becomes a hole. When we move it, we can see that it is a hole. This is the fifth step in the whole process. Combine cabinet. So, the whole process. The sixth step of the whole process of cabinet modeling is to create hardware. After we select the cabinet, we can click the Create Hardware icon. In this way, the hardware can be automatically created with one click. Then, here, we can open the X-ray and then view it. Okay, we can see the created hardware. Of course, we can also click on the cabinet. To delete the hardware, we can select the cabinet. To create the hardware. After creation, the corresponding green hardware models. After this operation, we can proceed to the seventh step of the modeling process, intelligent detection. After selecting the cabinet, click the icon of intelligent detection, and the intelligent detection panel will pop up. We click OK here. Here, we can see a red error message popping up. We can click it, and it will automatically display. At this time, it prompts that the thickness of the board, which is too thick, and it's 20 millimeters thick. The thickness of 20 millimeters, we can actually produce it. A production. Why does it report an error? In this case, is probably caused by the settings. We can set the thickness of the board here. Set the thickness of 20. Then separate it with a comma here. Then click Save. OK, we click Select Cabinet again. Come back here. Then click on the redetection. After clicking on the redetection, the red error message will disappear. Then, it's normal. This is what we call the seventh step of the whole process, intelligent detection. For intelligent detection, if there are bright red or yellow prompts, we need to deal with it. Green means it's normal. The eighth step of the whole process of cabinet modeling is to create a report. Okay. We can directly in the lower right corner of this panel to see a prompt to generate a report. We click it. Then here we can select Yes, and then click OK. It's automatic numbering. We click OK. Then, here, it will automatically download the report. We click OK. Then we can see that the report, it will be generated. After it is generated, we can see here, we can see the corresponding reports. Okay, this is the eighth step we mentioned, the generation of the report. The ninth step of the whole process of cabinet modeling. It is the production of wood and nesting sets. On this page, we can click on all orders. Then check the order we just created. And then, in the other cutting options, to find options for nesting kit production. Click it. At this time, it will automatically open the software for nesting kit production. We can click on the general configuration here. If there is a prompt to save the board, we can click Save. Then, here, we can see some information corresponding to the sheet. It's very simple to optimize. Click the Start Optimization above, and then we can optimize it. Then, here, we can see that there will be an optimization time. Let's optimize it for about 10 seconds. Then, when the words selectable appear, the words available for selection appear. We can stop the optimization here. We can see here, 8 boards are used. Let's take a look. Okay, after this operation is completed, then we can print the label. Click Print Label. Then it will automatically generate the label. We can see the automatically generated label. After the label is generated, we can print it or download it. Then we can save our file and save it. We can save it. We can save it to the desktop. Then we create a new one and create a new folder for cabinets. Then save it. Then this file is saved. Then we can output the NC file. We click on Export NC file and then click Output or Save in the lower right corner. We find the folder we just saved. After saving and exporting successfully, we can go back to the desktop of the computer. We can see the cabinet folder. Inside it, there are the NC files we just saved. Then these files, we can copy them to the machine in the production workshop and open them on the computer. And then we can start the production of cutting. Well, this is what we talked about in this video. The entire process of cabinet modeling. If you have any related questions, you can communicate with us. Thank you, all.